If you've been paying attention to real estate headlines or conversations lately, you've probably heard very strong opinions about the market. Depending on who you listen to, the market is frozen, collapsing, or about to rebound. Here in Staten Island and in parts of South Brooklyn that tend to share similar buyer and seller behavior, the reality is much less dramatic and far more practical. So today I want to walk through what the most recent local market data actually shows about buyer and seller behavior as we head into the new year. This is not a forecast, it's not advice, it's simply an explanation of what recent outcomes tell us, and just as importantly, what they don't tell us. So one of the most common mistakes people make is assuming national real estate headlines apply directly to their neighborhood. Real estate is extremely local. Staten Island does not move in lockstep with every other market, and even within South Brooklyn, different neighborhoods respond differently depending on price point, housing type, and buyer profile. So the data we're looking at here comes from recent local outcomes. Closed sales, listings that went under contract, how long properties took to do so. These are results, not opinions. The first thing the data makes clear is that activity has not disappeared. Buyers are still participating in the market. What has changed is how selective they are. In more aggressive markets, buyers are often willing to overlook condition issues, pricing gaps, layout compromises because options feel limited. In the current environment, buyers are comparing more carefully, and that comparison process changes behavior. Homes that are priced in line with current conditions and presented clearly are still attracting interest. Homes that feel overpriced for their condition or require more work than buyers expect at that price point are taking longer. That doesn't mean demand is gone, it just means that buyers are exercising their judgment. This distinction matters because a selective market and a frozen market are not the same thing. Frozen market is one where qualified buyers stop acting altogether. A selective market is one where buyers still act, but only when something makes sense. Pricing is another area where context is critical. When people hear about price reductions or longer days on market, it's easy to assume values are collapsing. The local data doesn't support that conclusion. What the data does suggest is that expectations are being tested. When a home enters the market priced based on older assumptions, the market often responds by slowing down. When pricing adjusts to reflect current buyer behavior, activity tends to follow. It's not panic, it's feedback. Inventory also plays an important role. Buyers today generally have more ability to compare options than they did in the tighter markets. More options lead to more comparison lead to more deliberate decision making. Buyers ask questions like, does this home justify its price compared to the alternatives? Does the condition align with the asking price? Does the layout work for how I actually live? These questions slow the process down but don't stop it. For sellers, this means preparation and positioning matter more than they did when demand alone carried listings. For buyers, it means patience and clarity matter more than speed. It's also important to be clear about what this data does not tell us. It does not tell us where prices will be next month. It does not tell us what interest rates will do. It does not tell us whether someone should buy or sell right now. Market data is descriptive, not predictive per se. Its value lies in helping people understand the environment they're operating in so they can plan thoughtfully. If you're a homeowner, this can help you avoid overreacting to headlines and instead focus on realistic planning. If you're a buyer, it reinforces that activity is real, but preparation and expectations matter. And if you're simply watching the market, it's a reminder that local outcomes matter more than national narratives and numbers. If you want a simple visual breakdown of this information that you could save and revisit, I've put together a market reality brief that walks through what the latest data shows and how it's commonly misinterpreted. You can find that link below. And if you want ongoing local insight like this for Staten Island and South Brooklyn, you can also subscribe to my newsletter.